Welcome to O&A Production presents The Trail That Time and the City Forgot.
Hey, good morning. BJ and Joe Hondo out and about on the Recumbents. And I want to introduce you to the trail that time forgot. Well, and city. This is a little tiny portion of the Sand Creek Trail. This is on the east side of town, very close to Powers Boulevard. And we're going under Galley Road here, but about 50 feet or so, once you get past the bridge, maybe not even that, more like 20, the trail ends. It goes back to an old dirt path. But yeah, so this is half of the trail that time and the city forgot. But this is the Sand Creek Trail. If they ever finish it, this will go clear up to where you can get onto the Rock Island Trail and head west. And then eventually, once they go underneath the Powers, and they'll continue the Rock Island Trail to go east, and you could take that like way out into the eastern part of Colorado, way out on the plains. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump back on the trikes, and then we're going to go down to the other part. This trail here is still considered Sand Creek Trail, but this will take you to just past Platte Avenue or Highway 24, or more like Platte Avenue / Highway 24. And see Joe's there waiting. So, all right. I'm going to turn it off real quick and we'll get going and we'll head on down, following the trail that time forgot. Oh, and the city too. So yeah, we're right along Sand Creek here. Now, Sand Creek is really not a real creek. It's actually a drainage system that they've given a name to. Now, of course, if it rains, the water jumps up and it could turn into a creek pretty easy. But yeah, so like I said, so they did that part, but of course that would be heading north, and but it dead ends just outside. Just like I said, about 20 feet out of the past the underpass. We got another extremely windy, very hot day. It's supposed to be over 90 again, and it's just windy. So there's going to be a lot of wind noise on the video today. I've got the got a lot of smoke coming in. Yeah, and like Joe said, we have smoke coming in from Utah forest fires, which is really strange because we're kind of like across from Utah, and the wind's not really going across. Basically, Utah is west of Colorado. And this wind is it's a strange one. It's doing a lot of weird gusting, so it's hard to really nail it down. It's coming out of the southwest. Yeah. But like I said, there's not a lot of this trail. It's a shame that they just don't have the money to finish it. And there could be some land deeds they have to buy and stuff like that too. So funny though. See all these apartments here? That's only in the last 2 years. I mean, there was like nothing here, Now all of a sudden, man, it's just like urban area 100%. It's kind of surprising, with this much urban, housing, that the city hasn't felt more pressure to finish this trail. Now we're coming up on Platte Avenue / Highway 24. And man, I hope my mic is on. Hold up for a second. I don't know if it's on or not. I thought it was. It wasn't off that long. Oh no, it's not, damn it. Because when it's off, it's a dull blue, and when it's on, it's a brighter blue. It's not like a super brighter blue. Oh, we're talking about the receiver for my wireless mic. But yeah, I mean, this portion of the trail is really nice. You know, it's a shame that you know, the city can't find the money to finish it. But so basically, we're going to go past the bridge, probably about the same, about 50 to 100 feet, and then it will dead end. Eventually, that'll go all the way down Powers Boulevard and hook up to another portion of the Sand Creek Trail. No, straight. Yeah, the other one takes you up to Platte Avenue. But yeah, it really is a shame that they won't finish this, you know, or they can't finish this. I'm not sure if it's a won't or a can't. Because in its own way, it's kind of pretty. And as you can see, we are coming to the end. This is the end. The end, my friend. So, we're going to have to turn around here and coast back down. One nice thing, just enough angle. I'm going to try to get way back here. So, I don't want to go too far. Let me go forward a little bit. But yeah, so that is the trail that time and city forgot. Otherwise known as a couple of pieces of the Sand Creek Trail here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Okay, Joe, carry on.
You said carry on.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see. I didn't say get carried away. I said carry on, okay? That's why I love my wife. We've been married for 47 years come October. And I'm looking forward to many, many more. Thank you. See the fancy artwork they've got. Yeah, you know, when they rebuilt the bridges over Highway 24, I thought, okay, well, they're going to finish that trail. Nope. Yeah, like Joe says, fooled you. Now, this is all that's here. Which is a real shame, man, because it would make a great loop. You know, you could ride the Rock Island from our place all the way out to Powers, then go down, and then you'd pick up the Sand Creek and take that down. Now, I don't know if they're going to go down Powers with the Sand Creek Trail, or they're going to go east a bit past Powers and then hook up a portion of the Sand Creek Trail. So that'll go out even further and then eventually it'll swing back, I guess, to this leg. I got to kick my e-assist up here a little bit. Going uphill now. But yeah, it's a real shame because it's very pleasant. except for there's no shade. Of course, that's pretty much 90% of the trails in Colorado Springs. We don't have any, they just don't have tree cover. But you have to realize that when the city of Colorado Springs was founded, you know, way back in the 1800s, there were no trees here. I'm dead serious, man. There were a few trees by water sources, old, you know, cottonwoods and stuff like that. But that was it. Colorado Springs, you know, the central part of it, which of course is downtown now, there wasn't a tree in sight. No trees whatsoever. So I don't know, you know, some of you guys will know this, but for you new folks or newer folks, basically the city founder, General William Jackson Palmer, he hired a arborist, I think that's how you pronounce it, you know, which is a tree specialist from back east, and bought 3,000 trees, you know, out of his pocket. And they planted those trees. So that's where that's where all our trees came from. Otherwise, we look exactly like Kansas. I mean, exactly. It's so funny because a lot of people think, oh, you live in Colorado Springs, you live in the mountains now. We live on the prairie. But we have a really pretty background.
When there's not smoke hiding it.
Yeah, when there's not smoke hiding it, yeah. Although, it's not as bad as they said it was going to be because I'm not breathing real hard, so. And I don't feel like I'm getting a headache or anything like that, so that's good. Go up here and get a gratuitous Joe shot. Na 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 na. Yeah, like I said, you know, it's a very pleasant chunk of concrete. But I mean, it's smoother than a whole lot of places here in town. It's just a shame that it isn't making its way down to hook into where the Sand Creek Trail ends. Well, I guess it'd more be like, well, currently where it ends, and where it would start. You know, from down south of Platte Avenue Highway 24. All right, well, we're getting back in here, just about back to Galley Road, and it's ugly sidewalk all the way up here. So what we're going to do is go back up and catch the ugly sidewalk. But I think we're going to do, I'm going to stop here in the shade, and we'll bring this portion of the video to a temporary close. So, just like Arnold, we'll be back. Bye. Okay, we're back. Yeah. So hope you enjoyed the trail that time and the city forgot. And we are now heading over to, we're now off, we went back to, jump back on the Homestead South going north, otherwise known as the Canal Trail. And then we got back onto the Rock Island heading west. And now we're on the Academy Boulevard access path, as we call it. I don't think this actually has an official name. I don't think they consider it a part of the Rock Island. So. Academy Boulevard was kind of put together in segments, you know, because it's one of the main north-south traffic roads through the city, and some spaces just got they put in double wide sidewalks instead of singles. But I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that a lot of the mountain bikers will come off of Constitution Trail, jump onto this, and go up here to Palmer Park. And because it's a mountain bike park. There's no real trails for trikes. They're all single track and very gnarly. You know, big rock gardens and big drops off of boulders and all that kind of crazy, really crazy stuff that even when I rode a mountain bike I wouldn't do. So yeah, like I said, it's a screamer today. It's gonna be over 90 again, so we're gonna run back over here to Maverick Station Cafe, as we call it, and get us another iced tea. And have our Atkins bars. And then we'll probably just kind of mosey on home, just because it's hot. You get 70 years old, you know, it's you just don't do as well with heat, the extremes of heat and cold, as you do when you were younger. So there's a lot of people that wouldn't even get out in heat like this. So we're a little bit tougher. Not much, let me tell you. Not much. But even though it was definitely not a scenic ride, it was kind of fun to watch out. This truck's backing up, babe. And now we're at Maverick. We go all the way around. And if you wonder why that sock is over the camera, well, that camera is done. It has like 10% left, maybe 8%. And that keeps it from getting overheated really bad by the sun. Now the 11 here, you know, the handheld, that one, you know, I keep inside the bag here, so it's cooled. Okay. Oh, we gotta hurry and get out of this person's way. Yeah. Yeah, oh well. That's the way it goes. Oh, they do have tables out. All right.
Where you forward?
Yeah, just a little bit, not much. Okay. Get back at you. Okay. Well, we're back. We got our iced tea at Maverick, and now we're got our snack eaten, and now we're back back on the trail again. We're on the trail again. But yeah, well, it won't be the world's longest run, but we it's hot today, and we were out in the heat yesterday, so we're gonna call it a day. Go home and live for the air conditioner. But yeah, just want to say thank you so much for coming along, and we'd appreciate it if you'd like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Out and About on the Recumbents with BJ and Joe Ando, or at least the facsimile thereof. And yeah, so we're just kind of heading our way home on the old Rock Island. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. That's okay. I'll just go by them slowly. Yeah, no kidding. That's for sure. Hello, how are you? They're saving cracked, cracked, whatever those things are. Ugh, dang, I hit a pine cone.
You're dissecting pine cone.
Yeah.
It looks like to me.
But, yeah. So we're going to run this a little bit more, and basically I think when we get down here to past Bijou, howdy, I'm going to shut it down for this video and just kind of use the rest of it to make my video short. Trying to cover more people. You know, some people don't want to watch something that's, you know, 45 minutes to an hour plus long. So I try to started making both. Run them on the same day. I just do one earlier than the other. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on there. Something stupid. Get up here so we can get across. This person's going to stand right in the middle of the road like a dumb. Howdy. Got lucky. So I think, like I said, what we'll do is run down here and find a piece of shade, and then we will say our goodbyes for this ride. But yeah, we do appreciate everybody, and yeah, please leave a comment too. You know, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. You know, I try to answer all the comments. And okay, well, I'm going to stop right here. And okay, well, from BJ and Joe Ando, out and about on the recumbents. Until we come together again, my friends, happy trails.